Well, oh, his tariffs aren't affecting anything. What are y'all talking about? No one's feeling the effects of these tariffs. Y'all just want to blame dementia for everything. Everybody just is against him. They think he's a horrible person. And, he's trying to help better this country and da-da-da, yada-yada, lock-a-lock-lock. Listen, motherfucker, over 25 countries are suspending package shipments to the United States. That's not a joke. Hyperbole, none of that.
We did it, MAGA! We made America great again! Except for this. DHL and postal services around the world are suspending deliveries and shipments to the United States of America. Some of it has already started. Most of it will go into effect by Friday.
And I hope you Trump supporters happy when y'all can't order nothing from China because the damn tariffs. Yeah, they stopped. They can't afford to send stuff here no more.
Hi guys, my name is Esther Daniel and you're welcome back to the channel. So today we need to talk about something that has a lot of people laughing but also shaking their heads. You know those folks who love to scream America first and push for all these trade wars and tariffs. Well, guess what? Now they are crying because their goods are stuck in other countries. After all the tough talk, reality is hitting hard. Goods are not moving the way they thought. Shipments are blocked, and suddenly the global system they wanted to play tough with is not on their side. Before we get into today's episode, please subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments.
Listen to me, we need to talk about the wall you can't see because it just went up and it's not along the border, it's along the entire United States. So for nearly 250 years, no president, zero, has ever dared to do what just happened with the stroke of a pen. Trump killed the system that lets ordinary mail flow in from the rest of the world. Not guns, not drugs, not embargoes, mail. And now country by country, the lights are flickering out. The UK, France, Germany, Australia, Japan, 25 nations and counting have slammed the brakes on sending packages to America. Overnight, we've gone from the hub of global exchange to the house nobody delivers to. Now, think about that. If your mom lives in London and tries to send you a care package, stopped. If a student in India wants to ship textbooks to their cousin in New York, blocked. If a business in Germany wants to send spare parts to a company in Ohio, gone. This isn't trade policy, this is isolation, this is economic quarantine, and it will ripple through every layer of daily life. Families cut off from gifts, medicine, essentials, small businesses gutted, with orders piling up at foreign ports. Students and immigrants stranded without documents. America marked as too risky for basic international mail. Folks, this is madness. We are the only nation in history to build a wall, not to keep people out, but to keep ourselves sealed in. And don't get it twisted, letters and tiny gifts under $100 might still crawl through, but the arteries of modern life, commerce, connection, culture, are being choked off. Other countries don't want this. Postal Service begged for more time. The UN's postal agency warned us, and Trump just did it anyway. With one order, he pulled the plug on the world's mail system and dared every nation to deal with the fallout. What does it mean when the world can't even send you a package? It means you're no longer open, no longer trusted, no longer a safe bet. America, you need to understand what this is. It's not just policy, it's a cage. And if we don't push back, the rest of the world will simply move on without us. History books won't remember this as a tariff tweak. They'll remember the day America cut its own postal lifeline and locked itself in.
So most of the world has decided to stop shipping. They stopped their shipments to the United States, their imports. As of today, there are 33 countries that have announced that they have suspended their shipments to the United States due to the ending of the de minimis, which is a tax exemption, a duties exemption that allowed packages and shipments coming into the United States under the value of $800 to be duty free. That ended today. And before it could officially end, countries around the world had already started announcing that they're not shipping over here anymore. If you think that I'm lying, just head over to USA Today to look at the list of all of the countries that have announced that they are no longer shipping to the United States, all right? And just to give you a little idea, I'm going to read off some of the countries that are on this list. Australia, Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Cyprus, Denmark, Estonia, France, Germany, Greece, India, Italy, Japan, and the list goes on. See, the UN's Universal Postal Union, right, which deals with the postal servicing of 192 countries, came out and stated that the changes will entail considerably operational changes for postal operators all around the world. And when the agency, right, was questioned by USA Today, they stated that they couldn't announce the names of these countries that decided that they will be suspending their imports to the United States. But then these countries decided to start announcing it themselves. They just started coming out and telling you guys, yeah, we're not shipping to the United States anymore. This should be bigger news, but for some reason it's not really being broadcasted. And I wonder why, considering that we are all going to feel it. For all of you guys who kept saying that we weren't going to feel any of the effects of what Donald Trump was doing until after the 4 years, we're feeling it now. We're feeling it now. Let me just let you know what we're all about to start experiencing, okay? We're going to be dealing with the increased cost of consumers. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying this from the beginning, but now you're really going to start feeling it. When you walk into those stores and you see that the prices actually jumped considerably, then you're going to start to realize the severity of what everybody was trying to explain to you guys. In addition to that, we're also going to be dealing with the impact on small businesses, okay? Essentially causing a lot of them to shut down. Why? Because the higher cost in operations, or it's going to take to operate their small business, as well as the loss in international consumers, okay? You're also going to have to deal with regulation changes. Now that all of these countries have decided to take a pause in shipping over to the United States, who's to say that they're not going to change how they deal with shipment and how they deal with tariffs? And overall, the trade relations is about to change in a way that a lot of us can't even handle. I'm going to be so honest with you. So yeah, all that talk about we're going to feel it in the 4 years, we're not going to really feel it right now. No, we're feeling it now. We're feeling it now.
And not to mention the many jobs that are going to be lost from the people that have been working for these logistics and shipment companies. All those people that have been working for postal services, for DHL and more other companies, right? These jobs are gone for good. And we have started realizing that indeed the jobs, like unemployment rate is going high. The jobs that is creating are literally less, if there's any, because looks like there are shadow jobs that he's putting out there even after literally firing the labor, whatever, that person that was the head of the labor department, right? So the jobs, what about the jobs that are going to be gone for good? What about the people that have been owning the trucks and they are owner operators, they transport these things? What about them? What are they going to do? Let's continue.
This is breaking news. De minimis has gone into effect in regards to tariffs. That means that anything under $800 going into the U.S. is being taxed. This is about to crush small businesses. This is about to just crush our entire global sourcing, to be honest. And if y'all didn't know, 33 countries just stopped shipping to the United States. I don't know why this is not national news. Some of you all asked in regards to sourcing from China. Right now, shipping is going as scheduled. However, due to de minimis, any orders under 800, they are going to be taxed. But U.S. citizens, if you didn't know, go check the news today.
We did it, MAGA! We made America great again! Except for this. DHL and postal services around the world are suspending deliveries and shipments to the United States of America. Some of it has already started. Most of it will go into effect by Friday. This is by no means a complete list of countries that are suspending shipments of $800 or less to the U.S. This list is ever growing as the week goes on, but countries like Japan, Australia, Taiwan, UK, India, Thailand, South Korea, New Zealand, and all of Europe have already suspended DHL and postal shipments to the United States. Why, you may ask? You see, earlier this year, President Bonespur signed another one of his executive orders that suspended the de minimis trade agreement. The de minimis trade agreement allowed shipments coming into the U.S. $800 or less to enter the U.S. duty-free. Because this is going away on Friday, small businesses around the world are now going to be charging an extra $80 to $200 per shipment. Per shipment! It's a tax on small businesses across the world. And those small businesses, they can't afford an extra $80 to $200 just to ship something to the United States. So all these postal services around the world, including DHL, are like, screw it. We're going to suspend it and see what's going on here. Maybe President Bonespur will change his mind like he usually always does. But hey, we're now just with other countries like North Korea and Cuba and every other communist fascist country who limit what is allowed to be shipped into their country. So if you are expecting a package from overseas not ordered through Amazon, and they're coming from one of these countries, you're probably not going to get it this week.
Well, His tariffs aren't affecting anything. What are y'all talking about? No one's feeling the effects of these tariffs. Y'all just want to blame dementia for everything. Everybody just is against him. They think he's a horrible person. And, he's trying to help better this country and da-da-da, yada-yada, lock-a-lock-lock. Listen, motherfucker, over 25 countries are suspending package shipments to the United States. That's not a joke. Hyperbole, none of that. Yeah, 25 countries. I know DHL is definitely one of them. I know a lot of people are waiting on packages in the building that I live in from DHL that have yet to arrive. Okay? I know firsthand from ordering from ASOS that overnight is no longer overnight. It's 5 to 10 business days at best. Excuse me, and shipping to get it out of another country, hella high. But now we have other countries in protest saying, fuck it. Y'all want to drop these tariffs, y'all ain't getting shit from over here then. Fuck y'all. Let's see how great America is when you're not getting a fucking thing from the countries that make the shit that you Americans use on a regular fucking basis. From clothing, to appliances, to medications, to everything. But see, y'all uneducated motherfuckers didn't think that through. See, y'all can't see past the American flag because some of y'all don't have passports and you don't travel outside your city blocks. Yeah, you don't have enough fucking common sense to flip that tag over in the back of your shirt to see that it's either made in India, China, or another foreign country. And then they'll fool you too and put a made American sign in there, but dig to that third tag. What was made in America was the print on the shirt or the words on the shirt. But you would know that if you had an education and you were smart enough to listen to the bullshit rhetoric that homeboy was selling you during this campaign. Tariffs, he says a beautiful word, like he's gonna name his fucking dog Tariffs or name his fucking granddaughter Tariffs. Something stupid like that. But see, now y'all see, groceries are high. Gas are high. I seen online where one of these big mouth motherfucking MAGAs was like, oh, Joe Biden is a puppet, da-da-da-da. Well, if you vote for him, you're a fucking idiot, da-da-da-da. Dementia's gonna make everything better. And then, a couple of days ago, same nigga. Same bitch. Just spending money on these useless wars, gas that went up. I have lost companionship with several friends over this shit. This is bullshit. You're supposed to be helping America, not destroying it. Uneducated. Uneducated. Again, I said it the other day. Y'all have a computer sitting right. This motherfucker, see where my hand is gripping? That motherfucker has a chip in it. That chip, when you go to Google or any other search engine, can pull up anything you want to know. You can type in Donald J. Trump right now and get all the information you need on that motherfucker's past and present. There's no excuse. You just listen to the rhetoric because, again, you're feckless and you're not a leader, you're a follower. You need someone to tell you what to do. That's what's wrong with most of you motherfuckers out here. You don't know how to lead. You're better as a feckless follower. Evident. Here we are with this piece of shit con artist who's a 34-time convicted felon / sexual assaulter, cosplaying the president, fake running this country at 1600. And because of him, 25 countries are suspending packages and shipments to the United States. Way to go, MAGA. Is America great yet?
Best customers, I'm so sorry, but we have to halt all of your orders that's going to US at the moment. We have to cancel it due to your president foresight because of the whole new tariff and all these changes that is about to happen with the de minimis. Basically, all the orders, all of the parcel that is under $800 before, prior to this, has been exempted of duties and tax. It's called low value cost, right? So that has been doing well and wonder for all of our parcels that's going to the US, especially even with coffee shop and small like market pops up. You guys just get about a few kilos anyways. That rules or that exemption of the $800 or free tax will be expired this Friday. Right now it's Monday, and that's the 29th. Yeah, August 29th is when every parcel going to the US will attract tax and duties and tariff especially. I did a bit more research to see if it's like feasible to accepting US order, and unfortunately it is not. Let's say this T-Sift here, we sell at the moment for $8.50 AUD, right? But because it's a stainless steel aluminium, there is a tariff of 50%, and it's also additional tariff of the sales tax and anything on top of that. So the total tariff applicable to this item is $6.50, when the item itself is $8.50. That is 82% off tariff alone, let aside the actual cost of value. The tariff cost can sometimes even outweigh the value of goods, so it's not really feasible to even send you this from Australia, given the country of origin is China. What will determine the tariff is going to be based on the country of origin. Say this is from Japan, this matcha to go from Australia to US, country of origin is Japan, there will be an additional tariff of 15%. So let's say you buy this for 120 AUD, you have to pay an extra $17 AUD before USPS will release this and deliver to you. So all of that additional cost on top is really hard to determine as a business if, let's say, you buy a kit. So there's like the matcha, the bowl, the sift, the spoon, and the whisk. How can we truly know what is the value fully that you have to be expected to pay on top? So in order to avoid any disappointment, we have to stop it for the meantime until we get a better understanding of how will it be paid, and how will the Customs Border Force in the US want to be paid, how would it be notified, and what's the system to go about. But for us as a store, we have to hold it a few days before. Reason being because the parcels that go to the US today, Monday, hopefully it's going to be clear for departure, leaving the flight and everything by the time of this weekend. If we're sending the parcels just within the day, the last day, then I'm pretty sure that those parcels will be stuck and the customer will come back with a lot of disappointment. For how long? I don't know. We have to wait at least another few weeks to see how the rules will play out. How will these customs and duties and taxes be paid? Until we know all that better, we can resume the US order. But for the meantime, we cannot send you any matcha, unfortunately, from Australia to the US. And I apologize for this.
I don't think people are grasping how serious this is. Half of the world just stopped shipping packages to the US. This is deeper than just getting your Sheen packages. That means medicine, parts for cars, materials that we need for warehouses to fully operate, things like your iPhone and many more. And now I'm hearing rumors that the store said the shelves could be empty because of this. And if y'all thought inflation was bad now, give it a couple weeks if this blockade does not stop. Them shelves gonna look real biblical, because what people don't understand is the majority of everything that's in the US is imported from another country. If y'all don't get no imports, that means that the shelves is empty. And if the shelves is empty, the little things that are on the shelves, the price goes up. Drastic inflation. Let's all pray that what they saying on the news is capped. Because if they stop his shipments to the US, it's about to get biblical.
And I hope you Trump supporters happy when yo ain't order nothing from China because the damn tariffs. Yeah, they stopped. They can't afford to send stuff here no more. So in the next few months, they are stopping shipment to America. Some companies have already started stopping the shipment. So yeah, be happy about that, because what y'all also got to realize is that 92% of America's goods came from out the country last year. So what are we about to do when America don't even have shit in place to replace the stuff that we can't get due to these tariffs?
We are so fucked because of these tariffs. If you like spending money in any way, shape, or form, I need you to understand how impossible that's about to become. Affordability is about to become such a non-issue because there's not even going to be anywhere to buy from. Within months of the tariffs going into effect, and within just mere weeks of Trump overturning the de minimis exemption, Essence is filing for bankruptcy. As a shopaholic, Essence going bankrupt feels like an addict losing their plug. And it's happening in Europe as well. Luisa Via Roma also filed for bankruptcy protection as a result of the tariffs. America really has no comparable luxury retailers to these. As much as I love Bergdorf's, Saks is kind of a mess right now. And this extends beyond just luxury purchases. Pretty Little Thing, Shein, Temu, all of these are not US-based companies, so they will be hit with tariffs. It also extends beyond large companies. Small independent brands from Europe are going to be hit hardest by this. It's not really being widely discussed in the news, but many European and UK-based companies are no longer shipping to the United States. With the tariff laws being as unstable as they are and Trump not being able to make up his mind, things are being held up in customs for weeks. A woman tried to buy $59 worth of sunscreen from Korea, and it ended up costing her $179 just due to tariffs. It was $120 worth of tariffs. tariffs. More than double the cost of the original item just in tariffs alone. Price hikes are inevitable on all of your favorite luxury brands, making already expensive luxury goods even more inaccessible. Donald Trump says the point of these tariffs is to get us to buy American again, but where does he think all of these things are manufactured? Europe and Asia. Even if they are manufactured on US soil, we do not produce enough of the raw materials to sustain each and every single US citizen. This is just gonna get worse, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, I'm only shopping in Europe at this point. This is crazy.
Can we talk about how the rest of the world just stopped shipping packages to the United States? I had a friend from Europe send me a small package and it got returned to them, which we found weird at the time, but now the news has come out that basically all of Europe is halting shipping packages to the US. I guess the reason being if it was a small enough package, there was an exemption to the tariffs, but that deadline passed, so now that exemption is no longer in place. So basically all small packages like small businesses or gifts or anything like that, the tariffs are now in place for these things. But I think the real problem is nobody knows how to navigate the tariffs. Again, I'm not an expert on this, but from what I understand is that none of the other post offices from around the world know what the heck to do because there isn't like a clear framework. All the while here in the US, we can't get packages from small businesses outside of the US now, or gifts from people like relatives or anything like that. How is this a good thing? Who does this help? I think we're just cut off from the rest of the world now, unless we're buying from a big company. Hopefully it's just temporary and it gets resolved, but this is really weird. Things just feel off. The vibes are off, right? Am I alone in this? It increasingly feels like we're an island in the middle of this continent now, just like cut off from the rest of the world, but not all at once, like just a little bit more and more each day. It's an icky feeling, and I don't like it. This feels like huge news to me, and it feels like no one's really talking about it, so just curious why that is. I mean, isn't this like a huge deal?
So here is the thing. When you try to cut yourself off from global trade, you can't just snap your finger and expect everything to work smoothly. America doesn't make everything it consumes. Most of these things people use every day, clothes, electronics, even food supplies, come from or pass through other countries. Now, some MAGA folks are shocked that their goods are stocked. But what did they expect? You push tariffs, you block cooperation, you brag about being independent, then suddenly you are forced to realize you actually depend on other countries more than you want to admit. This is not about politics. Small businesses are the ones paying the price. They rely on shipment to keep running. They rely on trade routes to survive. And while politicians argue and wave flags, the average person, the shop owner, the importer, the small business is the one losing money and struggling. The funniest part, these are the same people who shouted, "We don't need the world." Now they are online panicking because their shipments are stuck in the world they said they didn't need. That's the real irony. So let me say this, when you play tough on the global stage without thinking it through, your goods will sit in the warehouses overseas, your supply chains will slow down and your people will suffer. This should be a lesson. You can't run a modern country like America without global cooperation. The days of being totally self-sufficient are gone, and maybe, just maybe, this will teach some people that shouting slogans isn't the same as running economy. Anyway, guys, these are just my opinion and I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. See you in the next one. Bye.